Mary Fitilchyan. She's associate attorney with the Bloom firm, which represents a number of the Epstein survivors. Mary, thanks for joining us here on BBC News. Now, much in these files is redacted, but much is not and hasn't been when it comes to victims or survivors' names, some of their testimony. Some of the files were removed. We're told they've been redacted and put back up again. Are you satisfied now with the protections given to those victims and survivors?
Well, I can speak for the victims that I represent. We did have an instance where one of the survivors I represent had her name appear over 500 times unredacted in the latest file release. And that's absolutely unacceptable. But I will say we are happy to report that we've been checking every single day. And as of right now, her name no longer appears there. So it's our hope that the DOJ has actually removed any victims' names that appear and then re-uploaded those documents with the proper redactions made, as opposed to, of course, there's always the chance that they just remove those documents and don't put them back. The function that we're using to search for the names definitely showed that our clients' names are no longer appearing in the files and they're properly redacted. But it's my hope that that's also the case for every single survivor whose name appeared unredacted in the files.
And is there any legal avenue open to them? I mean, this, I presume, has added extra distress to their situation.
Absolutely. We're exploring all legal avenues for really the just careless, sloppy job done by the DOJ. It's really unexcusable. I, as an attorney, redact documents every single day as part of my job. And I understand that with the volume of documents they have, it's incredibly tedious and you have to be detail oriented, but redacting is not inherently difficult. So, to your point, it has been extremely distressful. Victims are worried that their families might see their names. People who don't know that they were victims or survivors might see identifying information and then reach out to them. Press and other media outlets might reach out to them. So it really is extremely distressing for victims.
Now, there are millions of pages here and photographs and videos, and as I say, a lot of it is redacted in terms of perhaps some of the crucial detail that people might have been looking for. Do they offer any sort of closure or suggest any sort of accountability?
I think that as the files exist right now, there's no real opportunity for closure or accountability. I think in addition to the information that's in the documents, we want to see our government and our institutions taking action when they see the information. For example, if there are high-profile individuals that are in the files, that there is some idea or inclination that they may have engaged in criminal activities, then those people should be investigated and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And if they're not, it really sends the message to survivors and to society as a whole that you can engage in criminal activities with impunity so long as you're well connected, so long as you're wealthy, and so long as you have high profile resources at your fingertips. So I think more than what the information is in the files, it's important to see the next steps that our government makes when using the information that they then produce to the public.
When you're trying to seek that information and connect the dots, would it be useful to have two of the high-profile UK individuals, Peter Mandelson and Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, come to the US and testify before some of these investigations as to what they might know?
Absolutely. Every single case is a fact-finding mission, right? So if there are individuals high profile that were connected that have information, it is their duty to testify, to reveal whatever information they may have known. Certainly, I know that there are people in America also who are being asked to come testify as well. So anyone who, again, may have information, it's their duty to testify and to reveal what they know in the interest of transparency and justice.
Okay. Mary Fitilchyan, associate attorney with the Bloom firm, representing a number of the Epstein survivors. Thank you for joining us.